is. Are we sure? Ah, okay. Z and NPC back here again with you today about another curious episode about the curing of concrete. We're going to be decasting the molds we made the other day, and that's it. So it should be a pretty short live today. And then it's going to take about 25 to 30 more days for them to finish curing completely. So we'll do our destruction tests after that. But as I demold these today, we'll take a closer look at the surface of them with the camera, see how they came out. The ones that I can remember what they were made of. I didn't mark all of them like an absolute genius, but we'll still see how the surfaces came out with the new vibrator, and we'll see how it goes. We're going to start with the picket fence because that's the one that I feel like I'm going to have the most issue with. Watch it prove me wrong immediately, but we'll see. Now, I think part of the reason we had so many breaks the last time is because I got a little preemptive with the demolding. We didn't even wait to full 24 hours. We were only at about, I think, 22 when we decast them, so they were still a little moist, and we were trying to do them quickly on a short, and well, didn't go great. Didn't go bad. Let's see if I can get this to actually pop out nicely. Come on, do the thing. Now these are borderline been in there too long. We were going to do this video yesterday, but I wasn't feeling great. And at this point, these ones have been in there for almost 48 hours. So these ones that have dimples, cutouts especially, are going to be a little bit harder today, just because concrete shrinks as it cures. Can make this a little harder if you let them set a little too long. Come on, almost there. Let go of it. Problem with pounding on it is a very fine line between enough force to knock it free from the tray and enough force to shatter the piece that you're trying to knock out of the tray. significantly better at about 26 to 36 hours instead of 48 hours plus after. Give me a second, I gotta get something to push on the middles. Seriously. Once again, this game of like even a hammer can't be found. Yeah. In my boy child's toolbox. Silly as shit. That all of my tools have disappeared, and I've got to borrow a hammer from my fucking 5-year-old. That's stupid. Try this one in a minute. Bring me another one. Bring me Timmy. We'll see if we or Jimmy.
No, it's Jimmy.
Jimmy.
How dare you insult Timmy?
Oh.
Timmy's in the bucket. You have Jimmy now.
Yeah. Timmy's in the bucket.
Timmy rests in pieces. Hopefully Jimmy does better.
Well, let's see how he does. Should probably make sure all the edges are free first.
Don't break Jimmy. He's alive.
Of course, we're starting with the two hardest ones. Maybe the bunt cake looking ring. These are the ones that have a big ring in the middle. You get caught by the nice over-cured concrete. Got it. Alright, take that, bring another. He's got quite a few bubbles. I don't think I left him on the vibrator long enough. I'll have to go back and look at the video and see how long I vibrated him and whatnot. But again, I did not coat the inside of any of the molds to prevent this. I wanted to see what the bubbles would actually look like without pre-coating the molds. And this one had quite a bit. But if I remember correctly, I also used a very wet solution for this. What brought me next?
Wow.
All right. Next we got one of the flowers.
We're gonna get the big ones out of the way and then work on the small ones.
This one's going to be a little weird because I used this to end off a bucket, I think. Though I don't remember of what. I think this might have been the Type S mortar. This might have been a mortar cast. I don't know. I'll look at the other video. And this one, because of that, is very thin. It's only filled up about halfway. It's probably just past where it tapers off for the flower. So we'll see how it goes. That one came out very nicely. Ooh, and I am gonna have to look at the video for which one this is, because it came out with a few little bubbles along one side here, but the whole top side of this I've got 3, so a few along the edges. Other than that, this came out quite nice this time. I'm gonna have to see what that one's made.
He's back! There's Jim.
You hit dismiss, right? No, you hit snooze.
Yeah,
Just hit dismiss. Now it's gonna go off in 5 minutes.
I forgot which one was this.
Let's see, we got Jimmy.
Jim.
No, Jim. Yeah, no E on the end because he's not hollow inside. Wait, that's not right. There we go. You know what we filled him with this time?
I know Jim and Jimmy aren't the same.
Yeah.
They were filled with different things.
Well, we'll have to check the video for that too.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't label your specimen trays. Luckily, none of ours match, so. Tray? Looks like he came out
Sweet.
pretty nice this time. Fair bit of bubbles. But anywhere that you don't have bubbles, it is incredibly smooth. Incredibly. Oh, is this one of the tester bricks?
Yep.
It is. Which one is this? This is the max strength. This is rapid set fiber reinforced 6,500 psi. Concrete. Alright, so it might be because of our pre-buttering. I did have NPC help with that, and I did not double check any of these beforehand. But while the sides came off great, the fine lines in the middle took some spalling damage when the mold came off.
To my defense,
Those are
really hard to
those
get
are really
into.
hard to get into. Yeah, and I didn't double check it, so that's fine. Although, for what these bricks will be used for, whatnot, I think that's probably going to end up happening to a lot of this on the first, anyway. Good bit of bubbles in this one too. So I have a feeling that Jim there and this are probably the same. And that other one is probably a fiber reinforced, but we'll see on the video, just from the bubble looks. But that Max is also supposed to entrain air. It's polymerized, so it's supposed to hold the air that we knock out with the vibrator.
Fiber.
Oh, this is just the fiber reinforced, right?
Yeah.
This is what I feel Jimmy is made with. I'll look at the surface and see if I think that's probably right after, but hopefully the sound's a little better today. I moved the camera again. See if this works a little better. The sawhorse is what, like 10 now? It's the button that says dismiss. This is the fiber reinforced. Couple bubbles. Overall, once again, really not bad for not doing any pre-buttering of the molds. These really are much better than I was expecting to get for just using a vibrating table. Let's see, what do we have next?
Oh. You never labeled it.
If it's
That's
the
the
one that's
mortar.
not labeled, that means it's got to be the Type S mortar.
Uh-huh.
So that one's got to
And
have
this
a,
one's.
says standard.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So this is the Type S mortar.
You're trying to decode it.
Of course, no pattern on the. Thank you. Let's see. Type S
Question.
mortar, very smooth, almost like plaster of Paris, but it does still have some bubbles. But I don't think I ran the ones that were made out of mortar very long on the shaker table either, because I was running out of daylight. Once again, overall, way better than I was expecting for just using the shaker table for a few seconds.
Hey, green bean. Green bean. You unmolding this one?
That one's going to go into a fire, so I don't think that one matters. That's just going to be to show people what happens with concrete and fire and why they should never mix.
Okay, Moldy.
I was considering just throwing it in the way it is.
But then there's plastic. And you want to show the concrete, not the plastic.
I don't know.
Okay.
We didn't oil that one though, so I don't think it's going to actually pop out of
But
it
it's
nicely
plastic.
at all.
Disposable plastic, so it's still dry. I'm gonna go inside and I'll be back.
All right. Let's see. This is the standard, just good old-fashioned bag concrete. Once again, came out way better than I was expecting for just using a shaker table. Those are really smooth, crisp lines. It took all of these little dimple patterns real nice. We'll see how this holds up on, all of these hold up on a wear test soon here. Well, soon is relative. About 30 days or so from now. So they have time to harden. If you have ideas for what we could do on that test, please, by all means, post them in the comments, hit a share and follow so you can get the update when we go to do the test. And thanks for watching. Let's see if I'll even be able to get this off since it was not pre-oiled. I am not entirely sure this can.
Ooh, let me do that. I'll do that one.
I don't know if you understand. Because of the way this stuff adheres, and because this bin is thin plastic, because it's disposable, when the concrete shrank, the reason that you can get it out of some of these thicker ones is because the plastic is thick enough that it stays its original size. This stuff kind of gets sucked to the concrete because it can just bend, and then it makes it real hard to get it off the sidewalls enough to push it out. You're welcome to try. I'll go grab another mold. I'll shoot fiddles with that. I'll see if I can get this double mold. I don't remember what this one was either. But again, I'll have to look at the last video and see if I can figure it out. Now I have a feeling these are actually going to come out nicer than some of the other ones. And the reason is because this mold is a little bit more like an ice cube tray. Whereas, I don't know, it lets you pry on the middles a little nicer. But I could be wrong. I don't know, and you can too. That's why we're here. Mm-hmm.
I held my sandwich in my mouth too long with my teeth, and now my teeth hurt. Sensitive teeth. Straight out of the freezer sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm impatient.
You knew that.
Yeah, you've known that. You're the one who tells me.
See, just like an ice cube tray, they come out real nice. Well, if anybody was keeping track of what different things were made out of, here's how these came out again. I think it's really good for having done no pre-buttering on any of these materials. On any of these molds, I should say.
He a diva?
This one came out really nice, I think. It's got one kind of big one hiding over here. Oh, maybe a couple. but the rest of those are all pretty small. Again, really good for just using the vibration table, I think. That's any pre-buttering of the mold at all, and these would be pretty much flawless. You do the octagon. It's not an octagon. Hexagon.
My brain's sure how to count.
Yeah, I was about to say
You said
octagon.
octagon, that's an 8-sided
Yeah, I was
shape.
like, no, that's not right. It's a hexagon. There's only 6 sides. Ooh, this is the one that's got the flower on the bottom.
Sweet.
Hey, that came out pretty nice too.
I'm loosening it.
I'm not sure, again, which material. I forgot to label most of the molds except the ones that we know we're using as testers.
You didn't label this one. It's a testing subject.
Pretty... That's not the same. That one's getting thrown in fire.
Yes, but it's still a testing thing. So technically it should have had a label.
Alright. Technically, you're not wrong. It's the best kind of correct. Technically correct.
I am correct, but I am also not. Good. That's most likely gonna hurt.
Square one with the floral patterns on the bottom. Have anything left there?
Shut up.
It's alright, it's plastic.
You're home.
Isn't that what you said? It's okay, it's plastic.
I'm really tempted to just get some dogs. Or smash it on the paper. Then I don't probably work.
Hey, that's gonna break it too, thank you. The whole thing about impact, because they're still soft, like dry clay. This one came out real nice. Once again, only a couple air bubbles.
Being child.
This whole flat area came out perfect. The large flat areas came out nearly. Again, I'm not sure which material I used on that, but I'll check and we'll see how they do after they dry up a bit. Let's keep going on this Decastapalooza. This is one I'm curious about. It's another garden border. This one's got a cool little design in the top if it comes out right. Ooh, those came out really nice. Hey.
Are the mosquitoes just attacking me now, or what?
This has flowers in the top. Nice pattern in there. And again, the flat area came out a couple air bubbles, but again, for just using the shaker table, I'm going to keep saying it. These are fantastic for having no pre-buttering, I think. But leave your thoughts on it in the comments.
Tell me whether I should call it more Farquaad between being Shrek or
Stop it.
Hulk. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. You deserve to be named one of the three. Shrek.
Yeah, let's try a difficult one again real quick. I'll bring out the bunt paver. It's the big one. These holes where you lay them. Couple pock marks, no big huge voids, still bubbles, not terrible. I hope I'm holding that where people can see it. Oh, that's not bad actually.
Moose, I just can't get it out.
You got this. It's plastic. It'll be okay.
I'm trying so hard not to just throw it.
Paver. That one's got a few more air bubbles than I'd like. The pattern still came out really nice though.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I mean, again, we just use a shaker table, but I don't think it came out as nice as the last one did. I'll have to see what the difference was. Go back at the videos and look. That's going to be nice, being able to go back and look at the videos and see what we did different on the two. Fuck, it works. Ooh. Pretty sure this guy is more better. Breaking the bin. Oh,
I'm fine.
no.
Why?
Nope.
Sure.
You're done.
Okay. Okay.
You just almost stabbed yourself in the eye. On camera.
I'm gonna go inside real quick. Okay.
What the hell that was? I don't know if you heard that, but somebody just drove by going, "Wah!" So this one's got a lot of little bubbles on it. I think this was in the Type S mortar that I did not vibrate very long. But it retained Can you see that at all? No. It's got a weird pattern on the inside, or texture, but it seems to have retained into the brick, which is really cool. We'll take a closer look at them when they dry. Doing this one next. Another one that came out with little air bubbles, but nothing major. Overall, not terrible. Take these with me. Smart idea. I think this is the last one I gotta do. We'll see how that comes out. Still have an eyeball?
Yeah.
We're good. Hey, what part of the plastic is about to give out? We're about to cut through the plastic. I know. You'll be alright. Embarrassing. I know. And on camera, too. Come on. Slip out of the bin. This one's a little narrower than the others. That retained its dimples really well. Again, I think this is just type S mortar. So a lot of these we'll probably use for different types of testing. Just to show, like on a couple of these I made them so like we can show how much damage something like mortar can take versus why you'd use something like at least normal concrete. And we'll see if the fiber reinforcement or the high compression strength stuff helps. Whenever I fire up one of the forges again, probably the one out back, we'll throw this in and I'll show you why you don't use concrete around high heat fires. It traps water, it's kind of dangerous. It explodes. That's the long and short of it. We'll show you when this dries. Other than that, I think, yeah, I'll just pry it off. It's already cut. Have a nice night, folks. If it's worth doing poorly. Thanks for joining us. And hopefully we will catch you on the next one. Have a great night. Oh, comments. And did have those on this, didn't we? Where were they? How did they hide the whole time?